Good morning, friends and family of YouTube. It's Travis again, and today I'm back up at Whiteoak Sinks. Did this trail last year about the middle of April, and this year I've waited a couple more weeks, hopefully to allow the flowers to get a little bit more in bloom than they were last time when I was here. But let's go up here and check it out. This trail actually starts at Schoolhouse Gap. Where you park at, you can see the stone bridge right there next to the parking area, and then that river is on the first part of the trail. As you go up a little farther, you follow the creek, and at some point, it veers off from there. When you see the Schoolhouse Gap sign on the trail, go to your left, and this is actually the entrance to Whiteoak Sinks. It's not marked, but you just have to know this is the area that you go to. But on the way up, I actually saw some deer. This particular one, I ended up stepping on a twig here in a second and spooked it, and it took off running. Hopefully you can see this. That was filmed on my phone. And then here is a spot where they have roped off, and I'm trying to zoom in with my phone. Hopefully you can see it. But these flowers are actually yellow ladyslippers, and it's one of the few places on this trail you can see those. And I've got a picture that's going to come up here in just a minute that hopefully a little better. There you go. Close up. So, as I continued down the trail, I ran into another deer, and he had a buddy there, a turkey. Both of those just going up through the trail. Didn't even mind that I was there at all. And then the deer moved his way up the trail a little bit and was still kind of blocking my path. I don't think he really knew what to think of me. But anyway, he eventually moved. But when I got into Whiteoak Sinks, I saw a mama bear and two cubs, which I'd never seen any bears on this trail before, which was super exciting. And here's some video of one of the cubs itself. But once they heard me, they kind of took off and went up the side of the mountain. But there, I just want to show you that you can see the cub himself. He's just minding his own business, not paying any attention to me. And eventually they did wander off. So that's when I first got there. And then I started making my way up to the Abraham Law gravesite and looked over to my right, and guess what? Another set of bears down in the field. There's a cage there, I believe that they used to capture wild pigs at some point. And the door was open, and there was a mama bear and two more cubs in that area just wandering around. I try to get a video or a picture of it here in just a minute, a photo. Hopefully we can show that. And I think I may have a second video coming up that shows one of the little cubs, I think, standing up on his hind legs. We'll give it just a minute here to go on. I'm actually watching the video and trying to do the commentary at the same time. So, can't remember how long I videotaped. Hopefully this isn't long. There it is. So you can see the little cub there standing up on his hind legs looking around. Mama bear next to him, just making sure everything's okay. And then there was another cub over here to the left. I think I pan over. Yeah, he's laying down. So 3 more. So a total of 6 bears at Whiteoak Sinks, which I had never seen any up there before, which was just an awesome, awesome sight. And there's a photo. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. And then I continued on up that trail to the gravesite of Abraham Law. That is the only gravesite in that area. And so here's an overlook of the area itself, and then I started back down to go what I was there for, to look at the different types of flowers. And so that is the blue phlox. This is the yellow Trillium. The trail actually splits off in 2 different directions, and this is out over to the right. This is kind of my favorite, is this little waterfall at the very end. Just kind of got some video of it so you could see it. But anyway, that is that. But a pretty awesome trail. Probably the best time I've had in a long time on one of the trails. All right, so that was Whiteoak Sinks. It's about 5 miles round trip, take about 2.5 hours if you just walk in and go back out, but I would suggest spending some time here. You could see all the different types of wildflowers that they have, which are just awesome. They bloom April-May time frame, so try to make sure that you get up here and see those. There is a small waterfall here, which is an awesome sight as well. There is the grave site that's up here. It's the only one by itself, so check that out if you're here. And actually on this trail in, I saw 6 deer, 1 turkey, and then when I got down here to actual Whiteoak Sinks, I saw 2 separate sets of bears. There was a mama bear with 2 cubs that was over to the right. They end up going up the mountain. And then when I went down to the left, they've got a pen set up where I think they used to catch like wild pigs and remove those. And there was another mama bear and 2 other cubs down there. So 6 bears on this one hike, which is awesome. I'd only seen 1 so far this year and got 6 on just one trail. So pretty excited about that. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. I'd also go ahead and ask you hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. It'll just give you a notification the next time I publish another video. But until next time, just keep walking.